Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD. In the last episode we chased down Macon and Par and got the machine part that we need for the Pokemon HQ lab. And I'm having fun just forcing Jovi to walk backwards. But anyways, in this episode we are going to deliver said part to the HQ lab, so let's just head right on over there. So something I'm kind of curious about is, what are the actual distances between some of these places? Because the world map doesn't really give you a good scale for that, and I wonder how long it would actually take us to get from, say, Port to the Pokemon HQ lab. But regardless, Aiden has a word for us. So, oh, Thomas, can you wait just 1 second? I found some more memos I wrote up with the director. I think you should have them, Thomas. Thomas obtained the Crane Memo 3. Thomas obtained the Crane Memo 4. Thomas obtained the Crane Memo 5. Thomas obtained... Oh, darn it. So they'll give you basic information about Shadow Pokemon. I'd like you to read over them at least once. So why don't we take over his advice? I'm going to read them more for your sake than mine, since I know most of this information already. So, Crane Memo 3 about the Snag Machine. The Aura Reader's development made it possible to create a workable new Snag Machine. We realized that we could integrate the Aura Reader with the original Snag Machine developed by Cypher. Now, I'm pretty sure the original Snag Machine was actually developed by Team Snag'em. I know they were in cahoots with Cypher, and they made the Snag Machine for them, but I'm pretty sure Team Snag'em were still the people who actually made the machine, as their name might indicate. But anyways, the Aura Reader can be made to sound a warning and prevent the Snag Machine from working if a regular non-Shadow Pokemon is targeted. So this is the game's explanation as to why you can't catch non-Shadow Pokemon. Pretty sure in the first game, in Coliseum, it was just a matter of morals. You just didn't catch non-Shadow Pokemon because you were a good guy, and this game doesn't even let you try. So, let's see, Memo 4 is about purification. Once captured, a Shadow Pokemon must have their hearts reopened in a process called purification so that they may return to their normal state. The best known method of purification was to have the Shadow Pokemon spend time with their trainer and allow their hearts to gradually reopen. However, because it required Shadow Pokemon to be with the trainer, this method placed a limit on the number of Pokemon that could be treated. We needed a process for efficiently purifying many Shadow Pokemon. Our studies led us to the idea of the Purify Chamber. I don't see why this couldn't just be in the same memo here, Crane Memo 5, since it's about the Purify Chamber. But anyways, the Purify Chamber is a radical new concept that differs from the usual purification method of having a Shadow Pokemon be with a trainer constantly. It represents a new approach that places Shadow Pokemon among regular Pokemon so that they become purified naturally. Much time is still needed to make this concept real. We need to acquire the systems, collect data, and make adjustments. We eagerly look forward to seeing the Purify Chamber concept in operation. So let's go and deliver the part now that we've gone through that long-winded exposition. But, you know, it does need to be said. I don't think we actually take it in here. We can try walking in here. No, I'm pretty sure we have to deliver it to Lily. So we're gonna have to go upstairs. And I think she might actually be in Crane's office. We'll see. And am I right? I am wrong. Apparently I'm on completely the wrong track. Alright. Welcome back, Thomas. Was Jovi well behaved? We ran the errand like you wanted, Mommy. A bad guy tried to stop us, but a nice person helped us. Jovi, do you know how descriptive you're being right now? It's very, very descriptive. Oh no, really? I'll get the details later. What about the machine part? Alright, so we hand it over to her. Thank you. With this component, we can get down to the finishing touches on the Purify Chamber. I should take this down to the Purify Chamber on the ground floor now. And Jovi's offering to take it. We'll just let her go. Bye, Jovi. Not gonna miss you. So how are your Shadow Pokemon? I think she just said how is, but I have 3 of them at this point. So that's kind of funny. Let's see. Okay, purification progresses. This is the game kind of giving you the lowdown. It has not yet. You have to walk around for a long time for that to happen. It is possible, but it would be extremely tedious, and there's really no reason to. but if the heart gauge has fallen down to 0, then the shadow Pokemon is ready to open its heart, but that alone isn't enough. To complete the process, the Pokemon needs to go through a purification ceremony. It's basically a ritual for it to return to its natural state. If the purified chamber are ready, it could go through the ceremony there, but it looks like we'll need a little more time to get it finished. Because of that, I'd like your shadow Pokemon to go through the process of the purification ceremony using a different process. There's a village called Agate. In the village is the Relic Stone, which has the power to restore shadow Pokemon to their natural state. It worries me a lot to send you to such a far-off place by yourself, dear, but I also think it's something that only you can do. So will you go to Agate Village? Yes, we will. Because we can't advance the plot any other way. So we now have our mission. She's telling us where it is. Apparently it's far away, so there's our sense of scale, I guess. But the Relic Stone, which is used for the purification ceremony, is under the care of a man named Eagun. I will get in touch with him so that he knows you're coming, Thomas. Alright, cool. So she's going to work on the purification chamber while we're gone. And hopefully it'll be done soon. Because it is actually really, really useful. It's one of the reasons why I think XD is a lot better than Colosseum. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Colosseum, but it did suffer from just the Pokemon being really hard to purify. They only had one move, as opposed to this game where they are multiple shadow moves. And just some other things, like some of the difficulty in that game. I remember it kind of spiking, especially for some of the bosses. I remember being particularly brutal in that game. But starting off here, we're in Agate Village, which looks kind of like a good place to retire. So I can understand why there are a lot of old people living here. So this guy's saying that his dream is to become the Pokemon champion one of these days, which is interesting because the Aura region doesn't have a Pokemon League. And we're actually going to get into a battle here. So this will be our first battle in a little while. I think we got to do a few battles last episode. But I'm pretty sure we won't be seeing any Shadow Pokemon for a little while longer. Because this isn't really a place frequented by thugs or Cypher. So let's see, we have a level 6 Whirlpool and a level 7 Silcoon. I think I'll probably just go for the Bite on Vaporeon because it's the strongest attack that I have. And ooh, we actually have Lick on Teddiursa right now. But I think Shadow Blitz will probably be more effective. There's really not too much strategy to put in at this point in time, just because we don't have too many Pokemon at the moment. But alright, Shadow Blitz, how much do you do? Not completely dead. Now I don't think Shadow type moves on Pokemon actually get the same type of attack bonus like normal moves do. So wow, this is not a good turn. So Teddiursa just entered reverse mode there, which basically means I think it gets critical hits more often. Future me can correct me if I'm wrong about that. But at the end of every turn, though, it will take damage. So I actually need to heal up the poison on Vaporeon. So I guess I have no choice. I'm gonna have to use the antidote on it. And then, in order to get your Pokemon out of reverse mode, you have to call it. So you do have to waste a turn in order to do it. But as you can see, just happened right there, it lowers the heart gauge by quite a bit. For certain Pokemon, it's more effective than others. I think it depends on, like, nature. I'm not entirely sure about that. But, so we have recouped ourselves after that debacle. We have Metal Claw now, too, so I'm going to use it on Silcoon because why not? So let's see if Bite will take out the Cascoon as well. Yes, apparently. Well, I guess, so Bite is a Dark-type move, and Dark-type moves before there's physical special split or special moves. So I guess that's probably the reason why it's doing a little bit better. And Teddiursa is really liking to go into reverse mode. So since the battle ended, I can't actually call it out until the beginning of the next battle. So that's fun. We also got only 70 cents, basically, for winning. What a cheapskate. I mean, granted, he's probably shouldn't be obligated to give us money anyways, but this is the Pokemon universe, and I'm used to it, so where's my money, dang it? Let's talk to this old guy. It's Agate Village. We're famous for the Relic Stone. You can consider this a retirement village. Elderly trainers and Pokemon lead quiet lives here. Guess there's nothing else out here. Why don't we go and invade somebody's home without their permission? Oh, hey, it's a Combuskin. Hello, what do you have to say? There seems to be at least one Pokemon that hasn't opened its heart to you. Is that why you're here? She's telling us more about the Relic Stone. Yes, I actually have quite a few Pokemon. Teddiurse is actually getting pretty close. I'm going to check the heart gauges of Pokemon that I have at the moment. Yeah, it's about a bar and a half out of 5. And you can see how much just walking has done. I haven't used the Lediba or Puccina in battle at all. And their heart gauge is already that low. So I believe there's going to be like an item. And I want to say the Move Tutor is back here as well. Strange that places is to find the Move Tutor, but let's talk to her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you know who I am? I'm the teacher lady. I know many kinds of moves. So, okay, so I guess at the moment we can learn those 3 moves. Can I have my Pokemon actually learn Thunder Wave? No, they can't. Thunder Wave is a really good move for catching Pokemon, because it has, I think it's a 100% chance of inflicting paralysis. Now, certain status effects are better for catching Pokemon than others. I think Sleep and Freeze are the best. I don't know what the exact multipliers are, but I generally prefer to use Paralysis just because, unlike Sleep and Freeze, they don't wear out. Oops, no! I wanted to battle you. So, if there's nothing special in this battle, I'll probably end up cutting it out. So, yeah. Alright, so since this is an RPG, and there probably will be quite a few battles, I probably will cut out a few battles here and there just so that it doesn't get overly monotonous. Especially if there aren't really any interesting things going on. I will, of course, show all the battles with Shadow Pokemon. But for battles like that one, I may just cut out a few of them just so that the battles are not filled with Pokemon battles the whole time. For some reason, I feel dull and listless. I seem to have no energy at all. So he's wearing some of Dr. Kamingo's unhealthy sandals. So that's a funny little call out there. It says they saw a Wailord flying up high in the sky. That's actually possible because if you look at Wailord's weight and its size, it is actually less dense than air, so it would actually float. So perhaps that is what that guy saw. And this is a really secluded place here. It'd actually be kind of a cool place for like a hideout. There's no path out of the village this way. Don't start me like that. Oh, are you looking for a battle for me? With me. If you're looking for a battle for me, I am the best wordsmith the world has ever seen. So we have a battle against bodybuilder Dusk. Change one letter and his name could be Dusk. That'd be pretty cool. So if you have a Psychic type Pokemon, or at least a Pokemon with Psychic type moves for this battle, you would be in pretty good shape. Let's see. I'm going to keep Vaporeon in just because I can make it totally overpowered by using it in battle a lot. Let's see. How can I guess I'm going to have to do this. I want to check what moves you have. Do you have any... You do have Aerial Ace. Haha! Alright, so we're seeing a bit of strategy coming out of the me. I don't know why I just referred to myself like that. It's really weird. But Grimer is actually a little bit bulky in terms of at least physical defense. But we'll be able to take him out next turn, so not too big of a problem. And he flinched. That's another reason I love Bite. It makes Pokemon flinch. Let's just do Bite again and see how much damage Aerial Ace does on the Tyrogue. So it's sending out, oh boy, a Zubat. Actually, this game isn't too bad with the Zubats because you don't encounter Pokemon, like wild Pokemon, in a lot of places. That took it out right away. But for that, I am grateful. I don't have to deal with tons and tons of Zubats. So I really do not see any reason a reason to not use Bite, because it's the strongest move that we have at this point. Let's see, Poison, Flying, Aerial Ace isn't going to do anything special. I think it's Stab, so may as well go for the Shadow Blitz. Just get the super effective damage. I was kind of expecting, yeah, that Bite will not take it out fully. Vaporeon's strong, but it's not that strong. You know, we're only 4 levels higher. So I get a bit more experience. And that is it for Bodybuilder Dusk. If I had a bad sense of direction, there's nothing to make fun of. You should just stop and ask for directions. Because apparently men are incapable of doing that, even though Mythbusters disproved that. So let's see, I believe we're not actually going to be able to go through here until we talk to Eagun. Yes, we do have to talk to Eagun first, so I'm going to continue exploring the village. I wasn't planning on going that way anyways, since that is where we need to go to advance the plot. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's the bodybuilder. I thought there was something down there, and then my mind just like, wait, what? I thought it was... I'm getting old. I'm 20, and I'm getting old. I'm having brain farts. It's not good. So I found 1 ether. So that was a kind of a sad ether deposit. I only found 1. So if we talk to this woman... Nope, okay. Hi, Lotad. Tadadadad. So that does it for the far right side here. We go here, there's a house. So let's invade somebody else's home again. Actually, this is the daycare business. It's not open yet. But there's actually a name reader here. I could nickname... I think I could only nickname my Vaporeon. I don't think the game lets you nickname Shadow Pokemon until they're purified. But then again, I really haven't used the name reader all that much, so that might just be conjecture on my part. So this guy will give you a berry every day if you talk to him. Hi, Tailo. But that's all there is to see and do here, although that waterfall is really nice. I could see this being a really nice place to retire to. So, actually, I think there's a tricky thing. Wait, is this not the tricky thing? Is it around the back? I want to say there's like a really... Yeah, there we go. Getting to this. That's fun. Let's go talk to this old lady, see what she has to say. I heard this child calling for me, so I came running to see what is the matter. Well, I found something quite nice. I know we should have a battle. If you can beat me, I'll happily give you what I found. Would you like to give it a try? Okay. See you guys in a minute. Alright, that was a pretty quick battle. Really not much to see, so... See, we're actually getting some decent money. You know, if it's only about $2 or whatever. I think the Poké Dollars, I think, are probably most equivalent to the Japanese yen. So our prize is TM09. And... Oh, we actually just got a notification that Teddy Earster can be purified, so... If I go in and look at its bar, you can see that it's flashing white now, so... it's ready to be purified. We actually did that pretty quickly, so I'm actually going to switch it out for Leddy. So if we have some future battles coming up, which we will, then I will be using Teddy Ursa for those. Well, I will not be using Teddy Ursa for those, is what I meant to say. But yeah, so that actually happened pretty quickly. There was a guy that wanted to battle us, so why don't we battle him, and I will see you guys in a sec. Fine battle that was. Highly enjoyable indeed. Let us battle again sometime. Alright, I believe after exploring this house right here, which I think is not a house, it's actually the mart, and that is correct, we will be, I think, good for exploring most of the village aside from Eagun's house. In case you couldn't tell, that's where we're supposed to go. I'm gonna check my Pokemon's HP. I don't think we're really at the point where... yeah, I'll hold off on getting super potions for the moment. I don't really need them. I will pick up another antidote for the one that I used. You can buy some scents here, but I'll get into those at another time. Hello. Have you heard the news? Someone abducted the... I was there when it happened! Of course I have heard of it, but she wouldn't know that, so... Sometimes it doesn't matter how strong Pokemon are in a battle. If the trainer doesn't know how to use items properly, the battle could be lost. That's quite true. It'd be interesting to do like a no items run of Pokemon. You know, it'd be kind of an easy version of a Nuzlocke. I actually don't think I've been in this house, so let's go into this house. Invade somebody else's privacy. Ah, yes. So my dad's getting on in age and becoming more forgetful. Lately he's been saying nonsense. Okay, so this is the old guy that said he saw a Wailord. So, hi Wobbuffet. How you doing? And I think with that, that's all of the village. Yeah, see, the doors actually stay open until you reset the area. So I think with that, I will see you guys next time when we try to track down Eagun and get one of our Pokemon purified. So we will do that in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I've been redxparasite, signing out.